Right, so thought I'd do a part 2 just to explain a bit. So with the alternator, it was this bottom bolt. You just undo it, and then that attaches to the alternator, which then you can undo that one as well, and then it just pulls up or pulls out, whatever. Jimmy bar in there obviously to get it out, and then yeah just replace it. And then to put it back, usually there's like a little spacer in there to stop it from fitting. So there's only I think it's 3 bolts or 4 bolts. Yeah, 4 bolts. So one there, one there, one there, and one there to take this off, and then get it in a vise and squeeze it back to put the spacer. Or if you haven't got a vise, you know, as long as you do it, you know, wedge it carefully with something, or tap it with a hammer, just very carefully, because obviously this is brittle. Well, I say brittle, you know what I mean. So yeah, and then obviously that slots back in. Nip it up there, not stupid tight before you put it in there, and then obviously put your bottom bolt on. What I found with a bigger alternator is this part that holds this. There's a bolt down there. You can see it. Somewhere down there, that holds this piece. Undo it, because it will need to move a little bit, because obviously this is bigger. So undo it, move this a little bit, line this up, put this one back in, and then do the other one back up once you've, you know, tightened it all up. And then yeah, and then obviously tighten it up, tighten your 2 bolts obviously, and then, well, yeah, put your belts back on and then tighten your bolts, and then belt wise, you know, you don't want much more movement than this, you know, so it's tight but not too tight, if that makes any sense. You know, you should know by experience, but otherwise just look at this video. Obviously you don't want it jumping off, but you also don't want it stupidly tight to stretch it too prematurely. So that's the alternator done, and obviously we'll put the belt back on. In my case, like I said, I was able to pop the aircon off, which is there, and then there's a bracket here. So I could probably explain this, you know, this tensioner a bit better. So that, obviously that bracket sits there with a belt sitting onto there, and this is the back of it. That's how it works. So obviously, like I said before, nip up this bolt, undo this bolt here a little bit, and then it should be able to slide up and down, and then put the belt on, do this top bolt back up so it stretches it back up, and then nip that back up. So that's how to do all them belts. Yeah, in my case, obviously I'm gonna do the big thing. I'm gonna add this back to there, and then excuse my homemade crimper, and then I'm gonna add this to there. I might put an inline fuse as well. Yeah, and then obviously run it. I'll probably run it underneath here, because I've already got another one here for the battery that usually sits there. So I'll probably run it the same way and do it underneath. That's what I'll probably do, and then I'll upgrade these at the same time. These are these crappy earthy straps. You know, obviously clean the points as well. I might stick, you know, upgrade that one down there as well. So the earths are upgraded as well. Yeah, and that's the alternator, the AUX belt, and the big 3 as they call it on the 1KZ. I'll be doing another video of replacing the radiator. I've got all OEM bits like this. I bought this new pipe, new lids, radiator, all the cooling system in the engine bay I've got all the way from Japan, and we'll do it on a different video. Right, cheers. Please like. Don't need to subscribe. I don't think. Well, I don't know how it works, but like and subscribe if you want to. Cheers. Bye bye.